In the heart of the Egyptian desert, on the banks of the Nile, Pharaoh Khufu stood gazing at the vast horizon. He had made a decision to leave behind something that would never fade, something that would immortalize his name for thousands of years. Khufu summoned the greatest architect in his kingdom, Hemiunu, and commanded him to build a royal tomb that would be a symbol of eternity, unlike anything the world had ever seen. The architect began studying the land and chose the Giza Plateau as the perfect site. He carefully drew the design, aligning the structure with the stars using remarkable precision. In the Tura quarries east of the Nile, thousands of workers began cutting massive limestone blocks with simple tools. They were not slaves, they were skilled laborers, devoted to the service of their king. The giant stones were transported across the Nile on wooden boats, then dragged over the wet sand using wooden sledges, inch by inch, toward the construction site. Work began at the foundation. Each stone was laid with great care, as Hemiunu closely monitored the angles and alignment to ensure perfection. Around the pyramid site, an entire city emerged for the workers, complete with sleeping quarters, food, medical care, and even music to lift their spirits. Each day began with the sunrise. The workers sang hymns to the god Ra as they lifted the heavy stones in unison and harmony. One day, a violent sandstorm swept through the site, halting progress and damaging part of the structure. Morale dropped sharply. Hemiunu gathered the workers and declared, "You are not building for the king alone. You are writing your names into history." With renewed strength, the workers pushed forward. Day by day, the pyramid rose higher into the sky. Each new level required even more precision and planning. Halfway through the project, disagreements broke out among the engineers on how to lift the stones to greater heights. Hemiunu resolved the conflict with a new plan: massive sloping ramps. Then a sickness spread among the workers, and construction paused. The priests held sacred rituals, and the doctors provided primitive treatment. Slowly, the site returned to life. After nearly 20 years, the day finally came. The golden capstone was raised and placed at the top, reflecting the sun like a beacon of eternal life. But before the ceremonial completion of the pyramid, Pharaoh Khufu passed away. Sadness filled the land, and preparations began to send him to the house of eternity. His body was carried in a grand procession and laid to rest deep inside the secret burial chamber. The passages were sealed with massive stone blocks, never to be opened again. The priests declared the project complete, offering prayers atop the great monument. The workers left the city, leaving behind the greatest man-made structure in human history.